What I have here is the new CBX 4-string model of David Ellefson's signature bassist with Jackson. This is a more affordable version, very similar feature set to the USA Custom Shop version. We've retained our classic Jackson headstock. We moved down to a compound radius, rosewood fingerboard, 21 fret, 34-inch scale, which is perfect for all 4-string applications. It is a bolt-on, which provides a nice punch, a nice mid-range punch, great for recording. We have the EMG passive pickups with the 3-band active EQ, which is very effective, works very well, especially with the bolt-on neck. Jackson high mass bridge. We have a nice satin finish to this instrument, and we have it in both the black and the quicksilver colors. One important distinction is that the entire CBX line, the bodies are made out of basswood, as opposed to the USA Custom Shop versions are made out of alder. So there is a distinctive difference in the tone. It has a nice warm tone to it, and a little bit scooped in the mid-range, which of course, if you don't prefer that tone, you can easily fix that, especially with this terrific mid-range boost that we have here. The feature set of the 4-string and the 5-string are very similar. Most of my more recent work, especially with Megadeth, has been 5-string work, but the classic songs out of the legacy from many years ago, a lot of that work was all 4-string. So it's important for me, both as a performer, live and even in recording studios, it's nice to be able to have the option to go back and forth between a 4- and 5-string. So the X Series has been in the Jackson line now for several years, but we took a look this year at improving that, especially for ergonomic purposes. As we're up here, of course, this is great for pick or for finger type of playing, a nice contour against the body. Down here on the bottom provides a nice contour as you're sitting, as we spend a lot of time as musicians either practicing, songwriting, in my case, a lot of time in the studios recording. Having an instrument that is comfortable all the way around, that doesn't cause neck and hand and joint problems is important. So we spent a lot of time not only for the aesthetics, but also for the comfort and the actual application and use of the instrument. One of the upgrades that we did, both for aesthetics, but just as much for the performance of the instrument, is to reposition the 5-knob control so that it's down here, it has a nice contour around the body, and it's also out of the way, especially for me as a pick player. I like having things that are not going to obstruct my performance area. As we walk down it, first we have the volume, then we have a pan between the neck and the bridge position. Very effective sweep there. And then we go treble, mid, and bass. Very effective, by the way, with these as you move them. They're not that they're sensitive, but they're very effective when you move them. In fact, I noticed that on this, even on the mid, you can really go from kind of a nice, from the passive to active type. There's kind of as you scoop that out, you can kind of scoop out those mids. And then as you start to roll that up, you get kind of that nice traditional kind of vintage P-bass kind of tone, which is really cool. And that is nice with active electronics like this and with these passive pickups, is you don't necessarily have this really super high octane sound, but it's rather something that's a little bit more, quite honestly, a little easier to use in the studio for recording. And also part of that too comes from this instrument is not a neck through, that it's actually a bolt-on. And so bolt-on instruments generally tend to sit better with the kick drum. As we've heard for many years, we've gotten used to that sound with recorded music. So this instrument is a terrific addition to anybody's studio arsenal, again, because of the bolt-on neck and also because of the active electronics.